their infinite glory and difference, provide a veritable deductive mystery for somebody that sees the world in this way to figure out. With the power of deduction, you can go through almost any sort of piece of information. You just have to figure out the main traits about them. It's information you can use to your advantage in almost any situation.
What do you think, Ben, before you big interview? You ready?
It's weird to be sat in a black box. A black box. With the tests that come today, you can see from the conditions that the theatre conditions, so not quite laboratory conditions, but they're pretty tight. There's cameras everywhere. There's 6-7 people I've never met before this day.
There you go.
So yeah, this should provide a very interesting test of what it is I do.
Roll 6, 26 to 3. And action.
Can you just show me your hands, please?
Hello, Ben.
Coin game.
Coin game, Ben. No, not here, Ben. Not the time.
I've just got a large pocket full of change.
He's playing with his bits. Break the piggy bank.
No, leave them like that, see if they are overlapped.
They are overlapped.
Okay. How long would you give me to memorise them?
If you did that in 5
Well,
seconds.
just to count them, sorry then.
Just count them. I'll give you the 5 seconds then.
5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
And go. It's either 21 or 22. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20.
Oh, no. Sorry, 21.
21. Wait for me to shut my eyes.
Okie doke.
Then arrange them a specific number of heads way round and tails way round.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. So 10 coins. I'll give you 7 seconds.
7 seconds.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 6, 4.
Have I got like a couple of seconds spare?
Yeah, because you about 2 seconds and you
Okay.
close your eyes again.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. A total of 19 pence.
You count that?
6 tails, 4 heads.
Yeah, that was right. 4. Yeah. 19 pence.
So this was all to do with belief and how far our critical thinking goes out of the window in the face of something that we can't explain. Our rational approach to life. So I brought them here to do a Ouija board. I've told them that I've been specially trained, learned a ton of rituals, we've followed procedures. I've learned none of this. I've basically been acting the whole time, and we're seeing how far they will believe us based on the evidence that only shows trickery. I'm hiding no props. Everything that is there to achieve all the effects that will be achieved is right in front of them. And I'm going to see how far my deductive skill can read the necessary information from them. I haven't asked you anything. I haven't prepared you and ask you to say anything, ask you to do anything specifically about information about yourselves. I tried to keep this as fair as possible. Would you agree so far that what we're about to do is fair? And don't let me put words in your mouth or anything. So, the board. We all know it. We all heard of it. We all know the stories about them, what they're capable of. and the information they apparently bring forward. This isn't about dead people per se. This is just more about spirits that work on an ethereal plane that can give you information. But let me show you first of all how it can be replicated from somebody that doesn't do any of this. Somebody that does what I do. Right? What do you think about a person? Yeah?
Any person.
The one to focus on.
Yes, okay.
And just think about their name. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just concentrate on it. What was her name?
Dennis.
Concentrate on Dennis's age. Do you know how old he is? Like, exactly how many years old he is, yeah?
I know what year he was born.
Okay, concentrate on that then. Clearly going to be in the 1900s, obviously, but the number per se will be different. What year was he born in?
In 1932.
Something like you then. Okay. Now I remember that you had an affinity for property development. But is there anything else that you could quote unquote see as being your dream job? Yeah. Focus on that. To do this. What did I ask you first? What's the guy's name? Yeah.
No way. How did you know that? But how would you know that?
And then the dream job.
I went to have a cattery and own lots of cats.
I don't know if I've spelt it right,
Okay.
but it kind of looks like catery, but cattery was what I was going for.
No way.
With this series being called The Deductionist and Ben gloating on about his observation skills, I thought it only appropriate to stick a GoPro in his face and test those skills out for myself. Here's how that went.
So, without looking to your left, the flags above the counter, what colour are they? It's 4 colours.
You mean the banner flags?
Yeah.
You fucker.
Head ahead.
There's yellow,
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to describe the colour. It's like a light pinky
Yeah.
purple
Yeah.
thing.
Actually, I was wrong. There's only 3 colours.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's only 3 colours. There's just 4 of the flags. Oh, you got it. Yes. In Toys R Us, in the Marvel section, what was the price of the Iron Man hands?
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Stupid web series. The Iron Man hands.
Holy hell.
Really wouldn't have. They didn't fit. It's $22.99.
When we were walking in, there was a guy on his laptop. And he was,
The businessman.
yeah, what colour tie was he?
Yellow.
Yeah. What was the game that was playing? What was the game that was playing when we were walking through? And it was
Oh, on the screen thing.
Yeah,
On the little little TV thing.
yeah.
that
We
was,
just we walked past it, past the ball games. We did.
was that that? Oh. Disney. I don't know. It's Disney, but it was Infinity.
How many people are currently sat? Sorry.
Currently sat.
Yeah.
I tell you how many people were sat when I sat down. There was 17 people sat down.
That's right.
There were 7 people behind us, 7 people behind you. There were 10 behind me. I haven't know what the door goes, so me and anyone who would come and go, and there was 2 businessmen that we've already set about. One was actually doing work, the other was catching up on emails. There were 4 people stood behind the counter. They were the staff, obviously.
Yeah.
That was there was Pippa, there was Nikki, and there was
I haven't even.
and there was Joe.
When we were walking through the model section,
The bit with the train.
Yeah. What was the big train set called? What was the name of the train on it?
Oh, come on, that was the Flying Scotsman. No, the Flying Dutchman.
What's the license plate of Volkswagen outside? Outside the window to your right.
To my right, yeah. It's grey and pink.
Cheers.
YB08 XH8.
There was a Lego Bionicle Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What way was his head facing? Sorry.
He was. What? Okay.
I haven't been giving you the microphone.
That was just after. That was just after the magic section. I'd made the joke about the scams, hustlers box set being inappropriate for kids. We turned and went round to the right. He was encased on the left. His head was facing direct, like as we walked past here, the box was here, and he was facing into the eye. He was in like this position, his sword in the air and his other arm raised. Yeah.
No, I'm just here to help. Wait here and stay hidden. I'm going in.
Remember when we were playing with the Mr. Incredible doll?
Yeah. as all nearly 30-year-olds do.
Yeah. 30, fuck off from my head.
Alright, I'm nearly 30 then.
Basically, the phrases he had. What was the phrase he said when you pressed it, and then I pressed it?
Yeah.
And what was the phrase he said when I pressed it?
That was just as I was walking off. What did he say? I don't know if these are the exact words, but it was something like, "Stay here, way outside. I'm going in." Something like that.
Wait here and stay hidden. I'm going in.
People then fascinate me. We have even as we stand here on this car park, there are hundreds of people that walk past, and they wear their likes, their dislikes, their shopping that tells us what they like to eat, what they like to do when they're at home, if there are DVDs, alcohol, wine, if they have kids with them. There's so many different people that do so many different things and go so many different places, and through deduction we can figure this stuff out. We can get a magnifying glass on their lives, so to speak, if we wanted to. There was a certain practice game that I used to do that.
Yeah.
I Spy. Do you know the game?
Yeah.
Excellent. So you get an object in mind, yes?
Yeah.
And the room that it's in.
Yeah.
Okay. All you do is dead simple. Bear in mind, I've never been in this room, and that's the way the rooms stand. The rooms normally played. So I don't know. Even tell me the room.
My room.
Your room. I've never been in your room.
No.
I don't know what's in there. I don't know where the layout is. I don't know if you've got posters on your wall or DVDs in your drive or anything. Fair to say. But we're going to try and do this. So you get the object in mind, and let's play I Spy.
Okay.
Go for it.
I Spy with my little eye, something beginning of M.
With M. With M. Okay. There's carpet on the floor in your room, yeah? No. What is it? Is it like a floorboard? Right. Okay. And just one more. There's not too many ornaments on a shelf.
No.
Yeah, good. Okay, so we're on the right lines then.
Yeah.
This would be something that you use daily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
This would be. It's fixed to wood as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think of a mirror?
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Thank you, Carolina. I very much appreciate that. Okay, so with this being to do with people and what we know about them, what we can read about them, what we can deduce about them, I just thought a fun game would be, you know, the whole idea of gift giving. Okay, people struggle with that, people muse over that for ages. Even if you know somebody really well, it's like, I still don't know, year in, year out, what I'm going to get my dad. He's the most difficult person on the planet to buy a present for. So here's what you're going to do. Okay, we have the supermarket to play with. Okay. Granted, that cuts down your choice of items to get for me. Buy a few. Okay. And, but there are still, I would say, at least your choices in the millions. At least. But again, I'm going to cut it down slightly more by giving you a £10 budget to play with. Now, here are the rules. You go in there, you buy something for me that you think I could use, think I would enjoy, you know? Anything though. Okay. Am I thirsty? Do I look like I need feeding? Anything. Okay. Do I look like I need feeding? No, I'm not dropping your hints. It's fine. But the important thing to do is to get a bag to put it in, so that when you bring it back, I just can't immediately see it. Okay? You can take as long as you want, as short time as you want. Bear in mind, I will be watching, so if you do, you know what I mean, I do know the shop very well, so I can sort of guess the time frames and that, what's closest, what's the other end of the store, what's nearer to nearer to the entrance. So if you want to throw any sort of bluffs, double bluffs in there, the point is it's totally your choice. Okay? In your own time, then, so off you go. You got your present in mind? I do. Good. Go for it, and we'll watch from here. He's off. Well, scamp. So let's assume for a second, only for a second, that you are the world's greatest criminal genius. Right. Okay? And anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish with ease. Okay. I get away with it scot-free. Yeah. Okay. So you've just completed your greatest heist. Right. And you're going to retire for the end of your life. For the rest of your life, sorry, that sounded a bit, you know, dreary. Yeah. For the rest of your life, wherever you want on the planet. So see, he's gone in that way. You'll have had to walk past the newsagent's bits, which I can see that the fact that he's walked past, so that cuts out the whole idea of cigarettes, lottery tickets, scratch cards. The next thing on is the special offers. So if he keeps the same sort of pace going, he'll have walked past them by now. So that cuts out the whole idea of what's in there, alcohol. Biscuits, noodles, and there are some gift sets that one would expect to get for Father's Day. Anywhere in the world you can go. Where are you going to go?
California.
California again. Pick somewhere different because we've already used that. Brazil. Yeah. Now bear in mind, Brazil is a bigger place than California. Yeah. What sort of a population do you think that would drive towards?
70 million.
70 million? Let's have a look. Wow. 200.4 million. You get buried in people over there, mate. That'd be incredible. Is there any particular reason you went from there? From here to Brazil? No. I had a feeling that's where you go. Brazil. It's my present. I'm going to step back just because it opens at the top and I don't want to see inside. Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, using the deductive element, this tells me quite a lot of things. Okay? Right. It's not that heavy. Okay. Because it's something you can hold out there, not at arm's length, but quite comfortably. Okay. Tells me the size because of the bag you've chosen. Okay, which obviously cuts down quite a few items. Right. Okay. But here's what we do with the role reversal scenario. Okay. If you could have anything for your birthday, okay, get that thing in mind now. Okay. Think about the ways that it would help your life. It better. Nobody wants something for the birthday that they find horrible, you know. And think about what you would use it for, and all of those things that it involves.
the time it took for you to go round, and I'm assuming you went in and you got the bag first, and then you went for the object. Yes. Okay, good. That tells me more things. And so this would be. Video for setting for a bit of a queue, possibly. It's quite a busy day, it's bank holiday. I'm going to say it'd be an item of fruit or veg, something like that. Is that right? One last question then.
Okay.
Do you like what's in that bag?
Yes.
So this will be then, I'm just going to... One more. Is that banana?
Yes.
Yes! Oh, thanks! Give me a banana. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this could be like a considered quite a humorous answer to the question of what you would want for your birthday. Okay. Is I'm on the right lines? Okay. Are you looking for a job? Thank you so much for your time. I really thoroughly appreciate that. People, like, look at tonight, right? We've been for a walk around Birmingham on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
If you can begin to spot patterns in people, look at the herds that they move in. Yeah. You take that small group of young girls we saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all look the same, move the same. Their haircuts are the same. Most of what they dress, varying between one or two items, is the same. They move as a group between, a similar sort of pattern, like they're moving. They are obviously moving towards the same destination, but thoughts along the way are shared.
Yeah. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, why do you think he was so interested in people when, quote unquote, he was quite well known for being antisocial?
Oh God, that's sort of a catch-22 effect for me personally, because the stories, everybody will take away their own sort of meaning from it, because that's why it's lasted so long, because it's so personal. But for me, I think it's the two work well together in the sense that puzzles fascinate him. It's the only way he can seem to calm his brain down. People orientated, working with people, around people, yet having them frustrate him so much is purely a puzzle basis. He needs his fix, as it were. He performed magic for many years, all of these tricks and gimmicks that would do all of these incredible things. And God, they bored the crap out of me, personally. I did the job of entertaining people, but for me, they bored the crap out of me. There was no puzzle. So when I could start looking towards reading the people and deducing them, I can get my fix, and I was happier. And that's why I'm so happy to have found such a lifelong cause, because it's never ending. There's never been a school of deduction. There's never been. After these sounds, I want you to just take the hat and see if there's any point that you can see through it.
What do you mean?
Just put it up to your eyes. Can you see through it anywhere? You can put it on, fold it down, whatever. Fold it down.
No.
Can you see through it?
No.
Can I borrow someone's phone?
Don't worry, I'll give you mine.
No?
Do you need it on or off?
Just on. Do you have the wow, that's a lot of emails. the I don't know what you call it, the microphone, the audio bit. Right, so here we go with this. Move closer. Whichever hand you want to put on, the elbow of that stays off the table. Okay? Mm-hmm. So if you want to do this, or do whichever way you want to put. The point is that this has to remain free.
I'm gonna. So I can't see any of the letters, or so I can't be. There's no way I can guide this. Okay. So everybody, fingers on buzzers.
2.
However many you feel comfortable with.
Always one.
It's always one, is it, Kate?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Right, let's. It's obvious nervous giggles, but here we go. The important thing is not to push. It's just a light touch. Let it move, if it moves, wherever it wants to. Okay?
Sorry, that's funny. It's not the monsters.
Okay. Is
I don't know
there
what's going on with this. I'm really trying to possess me.
is there anything here? If it is, can you show us? That's a little unsettling. Please say if anyone's moving that. Concentrate on the people. Okay, the people of this planet, plane, whatever you want to call it. Is there anyone here? Give us a clear-cut sign. What, oh my God. Anyone know anyone beginning with whatever letter we're on or whatever number?
I can't see what I'm on. What is it? E.
E. I have to try and, I'm gonna try and hold the board still.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Who's moving it?
Not me. E-M.
What other letters has it gone over?
Oh, all of them.
All of them.
No, it stopped at E and stopped at M.
Okay. Give us be clearer. Be clearer. Whatever it is, be clearer.
V.
V. V mean anything for anyone?
No.
J.
J mean anything for anyone?
It's the beginning of a letter of one of them names.
Right. Okay. Okay.
That's awesome.
Let's take that. Let's take that
No,
as a
that's
sign.
not.
Let's take that as a sign. Okay. Finish the name. Finish the name. Finish the name. Finish the name. Seems to really like this side of the board.
M.
Just keeps going.
We've got a J, 9 and M. Jim? Anyone know a Jim? Jim or a James?
I.
Hey?
B.
I'm sweating but I'm cold. Really concentrate on it. Concentrate on the name. Concentrate on the person.
I.
Where do we go from here? Where do we go? You breathe. You breathe.
See where it goes to next. Yeah.
Is you?
That just spelled out bail, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is you?
Yeah.
Really drawn out pain. And a woman. A woman connected to Bill. She's the atypical old lady. Lovely, sweet, caring. There's a real black cloud. Cancer involved somewhere?
Yeah.
Can we take a break a minute?
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Is my water there?
Bloody genius compared to the rest of us, so God knows how people could perceive Mycroft as well. As he was the smarter brother out of the two, but you know, it's irrelevant to your question. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to win, lose or draw?
Win.
You want me to win?
No, I don't want you to win.
Okay, you don't want me to win.
No.
You want me to lose or draw?
Lose.
Okay.
Can't draw if it's
Okay.
three.
Right. Okay. No, I'm playing you, and I'm playing you.
Yeah.
So this is two games. I've got to lose against you. What do you want me to do? Win or draw? What do you want me to win? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, close. We drew.
Okay. Oh yeah, we don't. Can draw. Yeah.
Okay. So let me think this through. Let's do this then. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. I win that go. So you know the game rock, paper, scissors?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. What I'm going to need you to do is plan out all 3 rounds in your head clearly, because I'm going to try and play looking the other way. Usually people would do it and feed off reactions and guess what they're going to do. I'm going to try and do all that whilst looking the other way. Okay? And just so you're aware of the timing of when to throw it, we're going to go 1, 2, and we'll throw them on 3.
Okay.
Okay? Right. Okay, you ready? You know what you're throwing the first time, yes? Yeah. Okay. So people usually. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Paper. Yes. What do you want me to do second round?
I want you to lose all the time.
You want me to lose all the time?
Win
Okay.
all the time.
Win all the time. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And I lost. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Okay. Would you want me to do this next round? Do you want me to win, lose, or draw? Lose. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So you want me to win this go? And you want me to lose. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's me. And round 1, you went. What was round 1 again?
Rock.
And then you went.
Paper.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Draw. Do you want to try one more time for a winner? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I win. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Hazel. Very much obliged. What about the last round? Win, lose, or draw? Draw. Oh, okay, draw. Okay, I'm going to need to ask you a question then. Okay. How are you choosing these? Are you just going them ones, or is there any thought pattern to it?
No, just kind of random.
Okay. Okay, drawing. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I think in that vein, the two work hand in hand, because he can be constantly researching, constantly feeding his intellectual needs, and in that vein, it's a very solitary enterprise. Yes, growing up would have refined and practiced this skill. The ultimate people reading skill for the modern day detective would be to discover locations and weapons of
any nature that the naughty person in question has used. That's what we're going to try and do here today. We've got one of our lovely, kind and extremely attractive volunteers to come up with an address within the area we're in. I think this counts as a county or a city, and then to think of a weapon. We're going to see if we can try and find out, figure it out, deduce exactly where it is. Okay, so we've got you in the car.
Yep.
We told you we're going to play a kind of murder, crime, detective mystery thing.
Yeah.
Okay. But we didn't say anything more than that. Yeah. Okay then, just to clarify as well, before we turn the cameras on, I asked you only if you had a full address in mind or if you had the name of a place in mind. You told me you had a full address in mind, yes? So with that in mind, let's go. This weapon, do you own one?
No.
No, okay, there's far too much thought in there. So some of the lesser known skills of people reading that not many people would think relate to them are the ideas of pickpocketing and memory games.
Right.
Serval. They come from an acutely heightened state of observational awareness. Even if I was right and whatever, because I'm not looking at you, then I'm going to try and iron this out completely to one guess, right? Yeah. But it's a sledgehammer though, right?
Yeah, it is. Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't it? How would you describe the end game of this weapon?
Any way you to put it, I guess.
Death, right, okay. But it cuts down the laundry list of objects there. It does. I'm getting the impression that I need to go like this direction, is that right? Maybe. So yeah, that's totally right then. Which way it is though, I think I've missed my turning. Could be a gun, yeah? Yeah. Excellent. Alright, which way am I going? I'm going this way. I shouldn't have gone this way, should I? No.
Oh, Liz.
Legend.
Brilliant.
Cheers, dude. You're thinking of Vale Park, aren't you?
I'm thinking of Vale Park.
Just so we're clear, that's Port Vale, the football team. And just in case nobody knows what Vale Park is, that is where Port Vale plays. Your team of choice.
Indeed. Yes. Because I was brought up correctly.
Sorry, Stoke fans.
Speaking of people that accuse you of being a fraud, of setting your tricks up, everything being preset and staged, how does that affect your work? Do you have anything to say in your defence before the court, before the people?
If something you do not mention or question something, would you like to rely on the court?
Would you like a lawyer before we go further with this question?
No. But in all seriousness, though, right? If after somebody's seen me do something, after they've gone through all of their critical thinking, and all they've got left is, I must have set it up, or I'm full of shit. That's a compliment to me. It means I've just done something that their tiny little minds can't cope with. Yeah? And so to just outright call me a fraud just means you somewhat show your hand in that respect. You show your lack of understanding, or your willingness to not understand. With doing this, you're going to get it to a certain degree. It's natural to at least have that sort of inclination to think that it is, but to flat out say it as a definitive truth when you have nothing else
and you've not even entertained any sort of logical process, then that's the biggest compliment to me ever, because I've just shown you something then that your narrow mind's just not been able to cope with, and that's the only way you can rationalise it, so that's fine for me. This is a game that provides the ultimate test for people. It first featured in, I don't know whether you've seen it, BBC Sherlock's episode 1. There's a serial killer on the loose, getting people to commit suicide. And at the end, well, he pretty much tracks Sherlock down. It boils down to this game. And Sherlock doesn't really understand it at first, and then there's this really beautiful line where he goes, "I'm going to talk to you, then you're going to kill yourself." We have the bad ones and the good ones. Okay. The good ones they have tastes like blueberry, watermelon, raspberry. Nice tastes. Okay. The bad ones have tastes like black pepper, stinky socks. Really unpleasant ones. This is the good one. You can choose any good one you like, then just drop it onto my hand. So look away, reach your hand out, and just choose any one you want. Yeah, and then just drop it into my hand. Okay. You can't take any of the good ones, and then just drop it onto my hand. Okay. Okay. All right. Any ideas?
Flavour-wise, or colour? Do we go flavour?
It just, if you have no idea, that's the better thing. And then any one of the bad ones, same thing without looking.
Same thing. Okay.
Without looking, and pop it onto my hand. Okay. Any bad one. Right out. There you go. Drop it down. Okay, good. This. Now. Okay. Here's the aim of the game. We both take the pills. I keep calling them pills. They're jelly beans. We both take the pills. But in this instance, the saying goes like this: it's not chance, it's chess. Okay. And there is only one move. Now, whatever, just so there's no funny language and you understand all of it, just clearly, I'm not saying that you wouldn't, but just so there's no disputable points. Whichever bottle you don't want, I will take that pill. That B. Okay? Right. So just so that's clear. But as I said, though, there is one game of chess here, and there is the move. The move is simple. That's the only move. Now the question becomes then, did I give you the good pill? Or did I give you the bad pill? Or is it just a double bluff? Or is it a triple bluff? You know? Yeah. And this is all about those decisions that we can make and how far I can influence or get inside your head to make you think the right thing so that I end up taking the good pill. I have $1,000. That'll do. $1,000 that says you'll play this game with me. You want to play? Yeah. You do? Alright. No. Just take it and put it away in your pocket. I'm not going to say anything else now, in case you think I'm influencing you.
I really don't want to be eating a bogey or...
Well, who knows which one you pick? That's why I offered you the choice, but I wanted it to be a surprise. So, okay. Did I give you the good pill or the bad pill? Which do you want? And I did bring a drink just in case, so you can wash the foul taste out.
I feel like this is kind of like deal or no deal. We talk a lot, but really there's no way of working it out. Which box is it in? It doesn't matter because nobody knows.
I do want to take that one. Yeah,
You take that one, I'll take this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so we're clear, so we said before, this is the one you don't want, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
flavour was it? Well, more importantly, I can see your reaction. Was it pleasant?
No.
Okay, give me this one.
So you don't want this one?
No.
Right, okay. Take the lid off.
Okay.
And at the same time, do you need this?
Well, it's not that nice.
Good ones, bad ones. Okay? Which ones do you want to choose first?
I'll go with the good again.
You want to choose the good ones first?
Yeah.
Again, just like before, so you don't know which flavours are coming.
Right.
Just reach out and take whichever one from the bad one.
Okay, bad one first.
Oh, you do good one first, do you?
Okay. Alright, let's okay, just pick one of these.
I think I'm going to try this one again.
Okay. And again, just like before, just so we're clear, this is the one you don't want.
Yeah.
Do you want to swap?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This is a legitimate offer. Do you want to swap?
No, I'm alright.
Have a drink, mate.
That's not good.
Now, I obviously know which one's which because I'm the evil wrongdoer in this game.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go with this one.
Okay. So this is one you don't want, yeah?
I don't want that one. I want this lovely tasting one. Pulled again.
So you got the evil one again, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lovely, pleasant taste. I like the taste of dog poo.
Sherlock's quoted as saying in the books, in the original books from Conan Doyle, the world is full of obvious things which nobody by chance ever observes. And same was pointed out in the show. The gun. Sherlock goes, I'll take the gun. He spots that it's a fake immediately, and so has no compunction.
Yeah.
Which you didn't do, which if you get the money out of your pocket, your reason for doing that is fake. It even says across the top, the fun money. They're not real.
Nice one.
Cheers, mate.
Is that for anything? GU. Where the next? Really concentrate on it. Who's this? You? This you?
Yes.
I'm not even touching it. It's a stinky. I keep seeing a dog. Does he have a dog? If it was sat on the table, it'd be about this sort of height.
Ow.
Sparks. Sparks everywhere. Like, who's showing me? That's the interesting thing. Who is it? Can we all concentrate on an idea of mine there? You can take your fingers off now. Our idea of who a miner might be. Any names, any details about them? Jimmy or James? Who's thinking Jimmy or James? You. Made a very strong thing with you. And it's interesting. What? How do you picture him? How old was he?
I can't remember. Really old.
Really old. What with the details? You know what? I'll just show you. See, there was a person that we were trying to get in contact with.
What?
We got it printed offline. That's right. It was. What, second name as well?
No.
No, but definitely a Jimmy.
Yeah. But I got it off a friend whose surname is that.
This is your friend's surname?
Yeah, but without the E.
I keep seeing just sevens everywhere. Do you know why they're sevens? Who's that to do with? This is you. With the who's Catherine? You know Catherine? She get married.
No, I don't know. Don't think so.
Who's Lozzie?
Yeah. A friend.
73, so my maths is going to suck at the minute. So 43, 42. How would you say he died?
He got hit on the head with a brick. Bad.
Fracture to the head. 73, so my maths is going to suck at the minute. So 43, 42. How would you say he died?
He got hit on the head with a brick. Bad.
Fracture to the head. Falling debris. Oh, I forgot about your phone. Shit. Stop. Stop. Stop it.
Want it back?
Yeah. That's not what I know more about your phone than you do. Right, so here we go with this. Move closer. Yeah, that was stop.
Yeah. What? Very nice.
Rewind. I know more about your phone than you do.
About the ghost? Isn't that you? Isn't that Adam?
I know more about your phone than you do. I can hear something. The lady with all the cats. You. I'm not playing anymore. I'm not playing anymore.
That's on your phone to listen to forever.
I'm gonna wash my face.
Who said it? Sounds simple. Who said it?
The first time they will hear that this is all fake is right now when they watch this. Sorry, girls. Yeah.